Hey everybody, and welcome to week 2 of Judicial Process. I hope everybody's week 1 went well. Everybody got into the course and was able to see the beginnings of the course and look through just the general basics of our court system. As we move into week 2, a couple of reminders. If you haven't already, please go back and post an introductory post and get accustomed to your classmates. See where everybody's from, people's likes, dislikes. We have a very eclectic class. Some people have absolutely no knowledge or experience with the court system, and we have some criminal justice professionals that do have some experience. So please get to know each other. As we move into week 2, we're going to specifically look at the different court systems. We're going to look at state courts, federal courts, and the Supreme Court. And looking at each of those, we're also going to see how each of those courts operate within the framework provided by the U.S. Constitution. One thing that we're going to look at specifically this week is 25 landmark cases with the U.S. Supreme Court. So landmark cases are a little different. It's not your typical 5-4 vote. They're typically landmark cases, which means you may see only 2 dissensions, maybe 3 dissensions, but that's potentially it. We're going to look at those cases and see the impact that those cases have had. A couple things that I wanted to bring to you guys' attention this week. There's 2 assignments due. This is our first week where we have graded assignments. The first one's going to be your week 2 discussion board. All right. And also you're going to have a writing assignment. Please make sure you get into the learning activities section and see the different criteria for each of those. There's different criteria that I'll be grading each of those assignments. Your discussion board is basically your facilitation of discussion within a classroom in the online setting. So you're typing the words you would normally talk if we were in a residential class. Also, within your writing assignment on SCOTUS, please see the different criteria for that specific assignment and make sure that you look at those to make sure that you can get the max possible points for your grade. In this announcement, under this video, I've included some helpful hints and APA resources. Montreat has a great writing center. If you guys are residential, or if you can email your papers or your written works to them, they can help you with those. Also, there's a link to the Purdue OWL APA guide. Pretty much anybody that's been online knows about Purdue OWL. There's also a Liberty University APA format quick guide. I've used that before, being a Liberty alum. It's been very helpful. It's kind of a quick guide to help go through each of the different things that you may have questions about with APA format and writing. And then also assistance with legal citations. As we talk about Supreme Court cases and different state statutes and different things like that, there is a specific way to format those sources as well. The last thing I wanted to touch on this week is just a biblical example of a case moving through a system. Now, this isn't a perfect example, but it is a really good example that I want to bring your guys' attention to real shortly in Acts chapters 21 through 28. This is where the Apostle Paul has been proclaiming the good news of Jesus Christ all throughout the area. And because of doing so, the Jewish leaders have come against him. He ends up getting arrested without typically being formally charged, right? And he is thus brought before the Sanhedrin. While this is going on, he identifies himself as a Roman citizen. And so the Roman centurions go, we have our own way of getting a Roman through the court system, right? So he's transferred multiple times. He's heard by multiple people. And it's a very interesting just biblical application of a case proceeding through a system to the point where Paul is appealing to Rome because he wants to proclaim the good news of Christ all throughout the land and all the way up in front of Caesar. So please take a look at that. I've got a brief synopsis of that with links also to each chapter. If you guys have any questions again, or if anything comes up during the week that may prevent you from, submitting your assignments on time, illness, death in the family, just something crazy, please reach out to me via email. Let me know, and I'll get back in touch with you. And again, I hope you guys had a great weekend, great week 1. I look forward to week 2 and the discussion you guys have in reference to the different court systems.